Hi guys, I'm back again with a new video, and this week I'm doing a tea talk, hence the cup of tea with the lovely moustache on one side and the other. Just being careful because it's very full and I've not started drinking it yet. So it wasn't the best idea to have red lipstick whilst drinking a cup of tea whilst doing a video. I may end up looking like the Joker. I'm gonna start going up the sides in a minute, but hopefully it won't. So this is a little series that I think would be quite fun to do. Maybe I might do one a month, maybe it'll be less or more than that. It depends on what you guys want and if you guys enjoy this, and if you do, then I can discuss lots of different topics that matter to me and matter to you. So I just thought it'd be a fun little thing to do. Okay, so body confidence. Where to begin? I have to say, recently, the reason I wanted to make this video is because I've not been confident at all. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the most confident person ever. I always feel great. I wake up in the morning and I feel so thin and so fabulous and all this jazz, because I don't. A lot of the times I wake up and I feel a bit like a slug, and I'm just like slimy and big and bleh. You know, I've not been feeling brilliant in what I've been wearing, and I know I need to work on myself and just start eating a bit better. I mean, I don't eat really bad, I just think I need to get more vegetables and more fruit into my diet, definitely. Some days I'm really good with it and some days I'm not, so I'm just going to try and build that up. But some days, like, I was looking on the internet the other day, internet shopping, and I just was scrolling through and seeing all these dresses and thinking, none of these are going to look good on me, and I just kept scrolling through. It's like Boohoo and stuff like that, and I was just looking through and I just thought, none of this will look nice on me, because everyone has their problem area. I feel everyone has a particular area that they don't like, and for me it's my stomach. So I prefer skater dresses where they're like all things that come in at the sides, like, well, sides, your waist, and then go out, because I feel like that's a lot more flattering. Now I've learned kind of how to, you know, work with my shape. But I just started feeling like sick to my stomach, because I knew I was going out somewhere and I needed an outfit, and I couldn't think of anything that I would look nice in. And it actually genuinely was making me feel like really upset. I had a bit of a cry and I felt sick to my stomach about going and wearing something, because I just didn't know what to wear. And I think it shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't, and I just think that's kind of, with social media and online shopping and things like that, a lot of the times you do see girls that are, let's be honest, they are thin. They are quite thin. That's how it is. And I never used to think that I was one of the people that was affected by that. But I think recently, especially when you feel more conscious about yourself and you don't feel that positive, you're more aware of it. And I just scroll through Instagram and I just see all these girls with like incredible abs, and I'm like, I don't look like that. I haven't got washboard abs. I never have. Should I look like that? Is that what I should look like? You know, am I really overweight? And then I mean, we don't have scales in our house because when we did, I was incredibly obsessed with if my weight was going up and down. You're supposed to weigh yourself like once a week, I think, the same time every week and all that. But I used to weigh myself every day. I got really obsessed with it. So I'm quite glad we don't have scales, because I just go on how I feel, really. But which I think it's a more healthy way, because I definitely do become a little bit too obsessed with it, and I don't want to really feel like this anymore. I don't want to feel down about it. But when you do, I do think you definitely notice the models on websites, and I feel like it influences you sometimes to compare yourself. And I do, and that's probably one of the worst things, and I am going to try and get out of that mindset. But I think when you are in that mindset, it's quite hard to get out of it. And I think nowadays with social media and with Instagram and Twitter and all these different things, it makes it harder for you to feel more normal, because everyone looks different. Everyone does. You walk down the street, everyone looks very different. I mean, you might find some people that look very similar to each other, but everyone has a different body, and not everyone's body will react in the same way. Like, I've been watching so many videos on YouTube about dieting and about how to lose weight quickly and all these things, and not everything is going to work for you. And I think I know I definitely need to exercise more. I mean, sometimes I'm really good with it and I work out constantly, and then sometimes I just drop the ball, which isn't good. I know that, and I know I need to get better at it. But it's just, sometimes it's hard when you feel so negative about yourself. You find it hard to turn that negativity into motivation, and I think that's what is a big struggle, especially I found for myself and other people that I know. It's hard to feel like really confident in yourself. And I know it sounds funny because literally in my last video I was talking to you about a play that I did where I was on stage in my underwear. Yet the idea of walking down a beach in a bikini terrifies me, and I dread the idea of walking down a beach in a bikini with everything out and wobbling and things. That scares the hell out of me. But it's different, I think, when it comes to theatre, because you're not you. I was, you know, I was a different character. I wasn't myself, so it doesn't feel like it's me. And also when I did that last year, so when I was before it all came about, when I found out I got the part, I was really motivated to work out. Even if I didn't lose any weight, I have no idea if I did, because like I said, we don't have scales. But even if I wasn't losing weight or anything like that, I just did it to make myself, because when you work out you get endorphins, so I did it to make myself feel more confident and just feel better in myself. Because the last thing you want is you're about to go on stage and you've not got, you just got your underwear on, and you start feeling really crap about yourself. You know, you can't be in that mindset. I was just waiting for the laughs from the audience, to be honest. You're more focused on something like that, so I didn't really think about being in my underwear and all that. But it is true, I think you're in different situations, it does make you feel differently. Like I said, walking down the beach, that would be one of my worst nightmares right now, especially. I just, you know, I feel like I'm right down here and I want to be, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be up here. I don't know if I'll ever be 100% happy. I don't know if anyone can ever be 100% happy. I'm not too sure, because everyone I know, even if I think they're incredible, like a lot of my, you know, family members and best friends and stuff like that, I think that they look incredible and they have amazing shapes and they're stunning. Yet they have some sort of insecurity. So I don't know if I can ever be 100%, but I would just like to feel comfortable. And that's why I've written down just a few things that I think that I'm going to try and follow, basically, to make myself feel more confident. Because, you know, it's the last thing you want to worry about. You want to be able to focus on your career or what you're doing at the time, your job and different things like that. Enjoying yourself, you know, going out and having a laugh. Instead of me a few weeks ago thinking, oh, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have an amazing time, I can't wait to see all my friends and stuff like that. I was thinking, crap, what am I gonna wear that doesn't make me look like a blob, basically? And I shouldn't have, you know, that's not something that I want to focus on. I want to think about, yeah, I can't wait to see everyone and, you know, dance my arse off and look like a complete and utter idiot. Instead of thinking that, I was just worried about what I was going to wear, which, you know, it isn't healthy, I don't think. So I'm just going to tell you a few little points and stuff that I'm going to try and follow to make myself feel a bit better. Definitely needed a massive cup of tea for this video. I've got a moustache. Okay, so the first thing that I have written down is when I wake up and I see myself in the mirror for the first time, so I don't have to go and stand in front of a mirror, it's just whenever I see myself in the mirror for the first time in the morning, instead of looking at myself and thinking, wow, blob, I'm going to pick out three things, just three things that I like about myself. Not something that I am absolutely crazy about, I think is incredible, just something that I don't mind about myself, something that I think is quite nice. 2, I'm going to try and work out 3 times a week. Now, ideally, I would like to work out 5 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and have the weekends off. But I think it's going to take some time to get there. You know, I've found a workout now that I really like and I think will be really good to do in the mornings. But I do ache quite a bit the next day afterwards because obviously my muscles aren't used to it and it's quite a hard workout. It's not an easy one. So I think if I start with 3 times a week for a month, then after that 4 times a week, and then after that 5 times a week, I can finally get to my goal. I just think I need to ease myself into it. Number 3 is put better things into my body. So basically just make sure that I have lots more vegetables, and I try and eat more fruit and things like that. I've been quite good with this recently, because I'm rehearsing and things like that. Usually I have a larger lunch, which always consists of at least 2 different vegetables. So I try and get at least 2 of my 5 a day in, and then I'll have 1 of my 5 a day in my breakfast, and then my smoothie for dinner, which is what I have for rehearsal, which seems like, it doesn't sound like a lot, my smoothie, but I do put a lot of fruit in it, and I also usually put some oats in it to make it a bit more filling. And I have a bigger lunch anyway, so it makes up for me having quite a light dinner. But I end up having dinner around 7:30 when we have rehearsal, because it's just easier, because I finish work and then go straight there. So I need something that's on the go, but something that I can pre-make, so I'm not picking up like sausage rolls from Greg's or something like that. I'm eating something that is healthy. There's plenty of like really good recipes on YouTube and stuff like that that I've written down that I'm going to try out, and I'm just kind of try and experiment and just try and make it more of a fun thing than, oh, I've got to make sure I definitely have 5 veg. Like, I'm not going to pressure myself like that. I'm gonna just try and make it fun, like learning new recipes, learning new ways of cooking different things, finding out new flavours. I'm gonna try and see it more like that. Number 4, on my non-workout days, which eventually will be the weekends, but before that it will be like 4 days a week. My maths is terrible. About 4 days a week, I'm gonna try and do some sort of stretches, because I'm not flexible at all. So I'm gonna try and become a bit more flexible, so it moves and exercises just feel a lot easier to do. And 5 is to treat myself. If I, at the end of the week, I've worked out 3 times a week, I've had lots of vegetables and lots of fruit, and I've still done my stretches and all these different things, and I've woken up every morning and I have found 3 things I like about myself, then I am going to treat myself. Now, this isn't going to be like a food treat. Maybe the odd week it might be like a pudding on Sunday or something like that. But it could be some, I'm thinking about maybe, you know, treating myself to something that I need for when I go to uni, or maybe like a new lipstick or a nail polish or something like that. So it's some sort of treat. It doesn't have to be something food based. So it's just basically a reward kind of system. So I've got something to motivate myself to do it every single week, and then at the end of the month of doing it, like working out 3 times a week, I can treat myself to a 4th workout. Instead of 3, I can up it. But I just think then I'll get it into my routine, and it'll be so much easier to work up to it, because otherwise I'm going to push myself and I'll think, oh, I'm not seeing any results, this is crap. I'll just lose my motivation, I know I will. So maybe, like, if you guys have been feeling a similar way to me, you've been feeling a bit down in the dumps about yourself and things like that, then maybe these steps might help you too. I just thought it was quite I thought it'd be a good video to talk about, because it's a bit of a struggle, body confidence. I think some days, you know, we can all wake up and we can feel fabulous, and some days we can wake up and we don't. And I just want to try and make sure that I have less of the don't days and more of the good days, which may sound cheesy, but it's true. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and you may have found it useful or interesting, or you just, you know, you got your cup of tea, you sat down, you had something to watch. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it and you're having a fabulous day or evening, and I shall see you again next week with possibly a baking video. I know I've been talking about healthy eating and all that jazz, but it's just a nice thing, you know, to make for your friends and family or something like that. So I hope you're looking forward to that, and I shall see you again next week. It might be baking, it might not be. It depends on if I can persuade my dad to help me film it. Oh, I was wondering if you'd like me to do a vlog maybe on what my week's like when I've been performing. So I might do little snippets of throughout the week, and then put them together in a nice little vlog. I just thought it might be interesting to let you guys know how it's all going and stuff like that. You might be interested, so let me know if you are in the comments below, and I shall see you all next week. Have a fabulous week. Bye. Oh, there's a moustache on the bottom.